Welcome back, everybody. This is Sean from Green Man LP. I did a little bit of trial and error off camera, and I figured out how to craft the spells and all that. So to get into the screen, you press I, and it comes up with this screen here. I don't believe sigils you can really do anything with right now. It has a defensive kind of option here, but I don't know where to put it. So I don't think that's fully incorporated in the game just yet. But spells, you can go and craft, these are spells that I've been playing around with. But you can go and craft new ones. And the first thing you do is click if you want fire or ice, or if you want a defensive spell, which would be your wards and your barriers and all that. But if we go into fire, that's the first slot. The second slot is going to be you choosing if you want it to be an area of effect, like a large wide area damage, or if you want it to be a projectile. So if you wanted to impacting area of effect pattern, you put that there, and it's going to tell you it's going to do 68 damage to pretty much anybody in that area, and it's going to do 3.5 seconds of burning at 59. I'm not entirely sure what DPS is, but you get a 15% burning damage bonus, and then adds a little bit of extra stuff here. But after that, you can go down here, and it gives you a little more options to add to the second or this third tier. So control, I do believe, extends the amount of time burning is gone for. So that ends up to 6.2 seconds, and that's a mastered control. So I do believe that's either the highest or something like that. But if you go to enlarged control, see what that does. Okay, that actually does it to 7.5. And focused is 8.5 or 8.8, but it's not as much damaged. So let's look back at enlarged. Okay, so enlarged is 68 with the 7.5 burning time. Let's compare it to mastered again. Okay, you get 30% damage bonus at 6.2. And let's look at enlarged one more time. Okay, so the mastered gives you a little more damage bonus, but less time. And the enlarged, no, the mastered gives you a little less time, but more damage bonus. So that's definitely the best one that you want to do. So after that, you go to craft, and it crafts you the impacting firestorm of persistence. So let's go ahead, let's see what we have here. Like, I have an impacting firestorm, which does 84 damage, 3.2 seconds of burning, and 30% damage. So I kind of like that because it does do a lot of damage up front. So we're going to keep that as that spell. But if we go back in here, we can craft, go back to fire, and if you look down, you can either do the barrier, which would be your defensive, I do believe. But you also have quick targeted. You have a rapid targeted pattern, AoE pattern, barrier pattern, stuff like that. So if we want to quick targeted, put that next. It's going to be a projectile kind of a thing. And let's go and look at, if we add a destruction to it, it ups the damage. But it only does 1 second of damage at, I guess, 28 damage per second. I guess that's what DPS stands for. So let's look at what enlarged control does. Okay, so it doesn't give you that extra damage, but it does give you a little extra time. And you get a little faster speed there. Okay, so let's look at what mastery does. Okay, mastery gives you the 45% burning damage there. You get the you do get a projectile speed, but you don't get that upped damage or any upped time for burning. So I kind of like the control here, or the quick fireball and a large control. But let's look at damaged again. Actually, I kind of like this. Gives you the 38 damage there, the 15% damage bonus, so that's pretty good. So we'll craft that. And if you go into equip and go to spells, these are all the ones that you've made. Right now I have a homing fireball that does 38 damage, 1 second of burning, and 15% damage bonus. So I like that. I'm probably going to keep it there. And for ice, it's pretty much the exact same thing, except for burning you have freezing. But let's go ahead, we'll look at some of the ice spells you craft. Oh, okay. Okay, so we go to ice. And they're pretty much the exact same thing. You get a little bit of a difference here. But these are all patterns, I do believe, or barriers, so I do believe that's your shield kind of a thing. But homing targeted pattern of speed. Let's go and add that. That's 30 damage, 5% slowdown for 6 seconds, so a little over 6.5 seconds. And then we gotta choose one of these here. Let's see what destruction does. That adds it up to 37.5. Mastery keeps it at 30, but you'll 10% shatter bonus. I think I want to keep it. Yeah, I want to keep it on the destruction. So let's go ahead and craft that. Homing Ice Lance of Speed. So we'll continue. We go to equip spells. Right now I have impacting Ice Lance. So that does 37.5 damage. That's 37.5 damage. Which pretty much the exact same thing, I do believe. Let's see. This gives you a plus 9% casting speed and 11% homing ability. So I like that. So we're gonna keep that there. But yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys that, a little quick tutorial on how to craft spells. There is a synthesis button up here where I think you can combine items into something new. So actually, let's go ahead and try that. Try a quick fireball. There we go, quick fireball. Let's see. Can we do multiple things? Large stout shield. Let's try that. Synthesize that. Okay, then we get to choose something. Uncommon shape. So I think these give you... Yeah, these will give you more things to be able to craft and spells and all that. So, yeah. So that's a quick tutorial on how to craft spells. I wanted to keep this a little short because my last episode, as you guys saw, ran a little over 30 minutes or so. So I wanted to keep this one a little bit shorter. Okay, guys, so you have a good day, and see ya!